Hello everyone and welcome to the next match in WWE 2k14 predicts WrestleMania 30. One of the big ones here, one of the matches everyone's watching for, Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. Now, as I'm sure this match is going to be, I have already said it to be no count out and no disqualification. Pardon me there. Honestly, I don't really care what the game says here. We have to face facts. Unless Undertaker becomes physically injured during this match, unless he becomes so hurt that he is unable to continue, there is no way that Brock Lesnar is going to end the streak. They are not going to let a part-time employee like Brock Lesnar end the streak of The Undertaker. Do they have him looking like a legitimate threat? Of course. Is The Undertaker getting on in years? Absolutely. Undertaker himself, though, has said he wants it to be a young performer who ends his streak. To be perfectly honest, for a while there, they were I picked the wrong outfit for The Undertaker. I meant to pick the one with no hair. But, oh well, this will have to do. Undertaker is Undertaker. It doesn't matter when he's from. However, as I was saying, The Undertaker said he wanted to have the streak end with a young man who really needed the push that ending the streak would give. To be honest, that I believed what they were going to do at one point. They were grooming a wrestler. Off the top of my head, I cannot remember his name. But they have been grooming a wrestler to be a replacement for The Undertaker, to take on the mantle of The Undertaker. He was of similar physical build. He was certainly tough enough. And he could do everything. You do the old school rope walk, the tombstone. He could take a reversed tombstone. He could do the plancha or suicide dive. He could do it all. He could tell a story. He was good on the mic. But he just kind of disappeared. They never really said what happened. If it was a failed random drug test, if he just up and left, if something physically happened to him, they never said. So, and honestly, I believed it was that man who was going to end the Undertaker's streak and take on his mantle. That would have been his true test in the passing of the torch. But now, there's no one for the torch to be passed on to, so when Undertaker fully retires, it really will be the end of an era. There's never been a locker room general like The Undertaker. Not since the days of Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant was the boss. They called him the boss for a reason. He commanded respect in that locker room. You respected Andre. The Ultimate Warrior didn't respect Andre at one point in his career, and he paid the price. And since then, The Undertaker has been the boss. To be perfectly honest, he is someone that even the biggest superstars are just in awe of. I unfortunately have not had the pleasure of meeting him in person. I would have loved to. Actually, he had a motorcycle shop here in Houston, not too far from where I live. I've seen him. I've seen him at the shop. I've seen him at the hospital down here a couple of times, but I never had the opportunity to meet him. I wouldn't force myself upon anyone that way. You got to give these guys their respect. You got to give them their space. They work incredibly hard. They travel all the time. And when they do have time at home, the last thing they want is generally to be bothered by fans. So please keep that in mind if you see one of these guys out and about.
And did you hear the impact on that?
A lot of them, it's okay to walk up real quick, say, hey, thanks, sorry, can I bother you for an autograph? If they say no, leave it at that. Don't think they're being a dick. Please, just don't. But, it is a pretty brutal back and forth match so far. As I said, no count out, no disqualification. I left rope break on because I have a feeling that's going to come into play at least once during this match. I get the feeling Undertaker's going to go for Hell's Gate and Brock's going to be in the ropes.
He's got him up. He's in big trouble.
Either that or Brock is going to go for the stretch muffler submission, which is where he would wrap the Taker's leg around the back of his neck and stand up. And Taker will get to the ropes. I get the feeling they're going to use at least one of those at least once, if not both of them. Yeah, Undertaker's kind of taking a pounding here. I'm surprised. Well, that's generally the way it goes in these matches. Undertaker gets the tar kicked out of him and then makes a huge comeback, hits his finisher, and scores a pinfall. Actually, hits his finisher about 2 or 3 times. Oh, no. Oh, no. Brock with the catching F5. Wow. That was kind of spectacular. 1, 2. No. 2 count. And Undertaker up on his feet fast. And answering with a tombstone. Unbelievable. But I think Brock is in the ropes. He's dragging him to the middle of the ring. Going for the pinfall. 1. A 1 count. Brock kicks out of a tombstone piledriver at 1. Unreal. I'm sorry, though. If that actually happens on the pay-per-view, you're going to see Undertaker start working stiff, and he's going to beat the ever-loving tar out of Brock Lesnar. It will get ugly if you see that at the pay-per-view. You do not try to no-sell the tombstone. They didn't even let Kane do that when he debuted. Whoa! Taker going for a submission on Brock. This is a little surprising. Is he going to get it? Probably not. Of course, I don't know. He did just drop Brock on his head. No, let him go. Let Brock go. It's kind of in... Oh, what? No, I can't end that way. That would be horrible to see the streak end on a little roll-up pin. That would be awful. Uh-oh. Taker sitting up. Uh-oh. Starting his comeback. Oof! Snake eyes. Bam! And the big boot. Hit it. And finally the leg drop. Does he hit it? Yes, he does. Going for a pinfall. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Wow.
That was a match for the record book.
Did not expect to see the match end right there. I honestly thought Brock was going to kick out one more time and then end up eating a tombstone. I'll be honest, it's probably going to take about 3 to put Brock down on Sunday. But there you have it. The game is agreeing with my prediction here. There is no way that Brock Lesnar is going to be the man to end the Undertaker's streak this Sunday. So saith Mordenheim, so saith WWE 2k14. But, I must admit, It was a pretty good match, except the ending was a bit abrupt.
Absolutely amazing. We knew he felt he
I would have liked to see it go on a little more, but there you have it. We'll be back in a moment with the next match of WrestleMania 30. We've only got 3 matches to go. So, we'll be back shortly. Goodbye.